was very
Sorry,
challenging
Sharon.
for the first daughter. The second daughter was easy breezy, and I just remember how teeny she was. She was a preemie, like 4 pounds, something like that. And I just felt so excited to meet her, see her, hug her. So the newness of my second daughter.
Mm, yes, I love that. I see that we're not streaming. Thought we were live, but sorry about that, guys. Let's see if I can get it to. Well, you know what? I'm not going to worry about it. I'm recording this, so if somebody's not here, they can see it later. But I love that, Sharon, and I'm glad you said the second daughter, because sometimes we think that first child is, the one that's the new and exciting, but sometimes there's something special about something that's not the first thing that you had, right? And like me,
Exactly.
and like you mentioned, I did get a new car recently when I was in Florida, and I had had a new car before that, but there was something so special about this one. And I think it was because it was so divinely orchestrated, and because I was told over and over and over again, it was put right in my face, this is what you're supposed to have. This is what we want you to have. And then it was there. And just the awe and the wonder at how things come to be. So I think sometimes it doesn't necessarily have to be along the same line of what we've had before, but that newness of that particular thing or person in our life. I love that. So when we think about this energy, this 3-3 portal, think about, is there something that you would like to bring to you that's new? Maybe you've had something similar before, but is there something new and fresh that you're ready for? So think about that. If you have something in mind, or if you just want to leave yourself open and say, oh, whatever the universe brings to me, I love surprises too. So it may be, something that is in your wheelhouse for you to have, but you're not even aware of it yet. So newness and also completion. So what is it that's being completed for you? Is there a part of you that is ready to be done with something? And it doesn't have to be nebulous. It doesn't have to be, oh, I'm done with anger or I'm done with whatever. It can be a part of your life. It could be an ending to maybe a job in the way that you have this job, or it could be a relationship. It could be anything that's going on in your life, and you're ready to be done with that part of your experience here in this lifetime. It could be an emotion. It could be something that you're saying, this doesn't work for me anymore. So I want to be done with that. And whatever it is, just see what comes to your mind. What comes to your mind when you hear the word complete? It's complete, it's done. I'm not going to experience that anymore. Welcome, everyone that's coming in. I'm so glad you're finding this. So, we're talking about the energy of this portal for those of you just joining us. And this particular portal, the 3-3 portal, is interesting because 33 is such a high vibrating number, but it's also a 3-3-2-3, which is completion, endings, and new beginnings, freshness in our lives. So, what I want you to do is think about that. Think about what is ending and what is beginning for me, or what do I want to be beginning for me? What am I bringing in? What am I birthing into my world and maybe into our universe for all of us to benefit from? Because what benefits one benefits another, right? So there's a lot of this energy that's asking us to be courageous. And whether we're ending something or we're starting something, that takes courage. So I'll just ask the question, are you feeling courageous right now? Can you say a yes to feeling courageous?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, me too. Me too. And I think of courage, I think of the lion and that lion energy. And it's like the lion really has no fear as we observe it. And it's been observed for forever. And you just watch this magnificent animal that just knows that everybody bows down and moves out of the way when this lion is present. So let's be lions as we go into this portal. We do have a Lion's Gate portal that's later in the year, but this portal that we're dealing with today is asking us to be courageous, asking us to maybe step out of our comfort zone. If there's something that you want that's fresh and new, this is your time. It's your time to step up, to be courageous. And it's also the energy of love. So 3-3 is referred to as the twin flame energy. And the twin flame is all about love. It doesn't mean that you're going to meet your twin flame or none of that. It's all about the energy of it. And twin flames, they're like such a mirror of each other. So as you think about that twin flame love that you're feeling inside of you, that's where we're going, is inside, nothing outside. Think about what that is like if you had this mirror that you're looking into and you just see love, nothing else, just pure unconditional love. And that's the energy we want to hold as we open this portal together. So I'm not opening it. We are opening it. And we're calling on the angels. And I'm hearing specifically Archangel Raphael is helping us open this portal, which I thought was interesting because I kept going, who's working with us? Who is this angel that's going to just be right beside of us, holding our hand as we walk through this gate? Because a portal is a gateway, it's a doorway, it's something where you have to step through to get onto the other side. And as I sat in meditation and I said, all right, I know there's like legions of angels. So which one in particular is going to hold us as we do this work? And I heard very, very clearly it was Raphael. Raphael's known as the angel of healing. So it makes perfect sense that we are completing, we're being done with something, it's ending, and now birthing into something new. And when you birth, there's this energy of, all right, there may be a little bit of uncomfortable to that, right? And I'm looking at Brookie and seeing you as I say this, because we know our Brookie is getting ready to birth. But also our soul births at different times. We go into a newness, into a freshness, into something that's totally different than what we've experienced before. And that's what this is for us today, is opening up and going through that gateway, doorway, ever how you want to envision it. And we're going to see what that portal energy feels like. Every time I have gone into a portal, I feel a whirling, a spinning, not a fast spin, but it's like this easy tunnel that we go through to get to the openness that we eventually come into. So there's going to be that moment. Set your intention right now. I want everyone to set the intention. This is going to happen with ease and grace. So there's not going to be a fast spin. There's not going to be something that is uncomfortable for you. And as we go into it and it starts to open, you'll feel some physical sensations. And that's why Raphael is so present with all of us. Whatever physical sensations come up for you, just fall back into Raphael's arms and do that trust fall, saying, I know you got my back. I know you're not going to let me fall on the ground and feel pain. It might feel a little different, but it won't be painful for you. All right, so here we go. This isn't going to be a long experience. It's going to be a beautiful experience. Oh, you got Raphael. Thank you. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
thanks, Kathleen. That's great.
That is so beautiful. Thank
Can you
you
show
for
him one more
that.
time?
Sure, he's with us.
Yes,
Right
he
here.
is in a
Hey,
big
dude.
way.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I
That's
love
lovely.
that. All right, so before we do the actual opening, anyone have any questions or comments that you want to share? And are you ready? That's the
Ready.
big question. Okay, so everybody's clear on what the Brookie, you unmuted.
I was just gonna say ready to go through with ease and grace. I love that.
With ease and grace. And I hear that's just also for what's coming for you. Set that intention with ease and grace. Hi, Dylan.
Hello.
Oh, I'm so glad you're here with us
Dylan's half
You're so
napping
cute.
on the
The little
couch.
head just popped up.
That's
Brooke,
Papa.
we haven't met. We haven't met, but I heard ease and grace for you as well, right before Terry said it.
Yeah,
Aw,
Yep,
thanks
that's
for
what we're feeling.
Yeah.
Ready to go
awesome.
through the portal.
Oh, and I get to see Kuka. Hi, darling.
I'm ready.
All right. Andrea, hi. Oh, I love that beautiful smile. Okay, so let's do this. So we know that the connecting part of us is in the heart. In our high heart is where our spirit part of us lives. And the way to reach that connection is through the breath. So let's just take 3 deep, deep breaths into our lungs. As you're breathing that energy in, just see the portal opening between you and the Creator, this channel of light that comes in to open us up to our true selves, to our divinity. Hold that energy and then release it out with your out breath. Breathe in again deeply into your lungs. Feel them expand. Feel the energy of what's going on. And release. This third breath, I want you to see that channel fully open, wider and wider. If you see a color that comes through the channel, pay attention to that. But know where this is coming from the great central sun, from God, our creator. And just allow that energy to come into your heart. And release. I want to call the angels to surround us. Raphael is already present, standing right beside of us, holding us as we do this work. Calling Archangel Michael to protect this energy field around each of us that's gathered here. Archangel Gabriel to give us clarity. And Archangel Uriel to keep us grounded as we go through this portal. You've said your yes. You showed up here. You're present and ready. This is what I'm hearing and what I'm feeling, that you are so ready for whatever is beyond this gateway. Whatever comes forth in this portal of energy that is all about love, freshness, newness, opportunity, growth. And being ready is just the preparation. It's your mindset. It's you saying your yes to you, a commitment that you're making in your heart and in your mind to go beyond your limits. And this is going to take you into a place, maybe you've never been to that place before, where you really can see with your mind's eye, you can see potential, you can see possibility, you can see you in all that you are meant to be. So in front of you is a gateway. It could be a door, ever how you envision it. Just see that right now in your mind's eye. See this doorway or this gateway as closed. And we're going to open it together. However it shows for you, that's the way it's supposed to be. But it's the same place for all of us. And I'm going to count us down. And as we reach the number 1, that's when we're all going to turn either a knob or the opening to the gate, however it looks in front of you. When we reach that number, I want us all to open it together. And remember, we have the power of all these angels behind us, helping us with this. So 3, such the powerful, powerful number. It's a triad of energy. It's knowing who we are, who is surrounding us, who's supporting us, and who's at the head, which is our creator. I choose to call it God. Choose it by any name. Choose any name you want to call this energy. But see this triad. See this beautiful 3-cornered presence right now with you. Get into the energy of the 3. It's all about perfection, love, guidance. Just feel that right now. I see that triangle and I see it strong and firm. I see each point connecting. There's no lack. There's nothing that's stronger than or lesser than. It's all equal. Each side is equal, just as we are equal with each other and with our spirit guides and the beautiful divine. Now we're going to 2. 2, the number of duality, but also the number of knowing that we're not alone. We are not alone in any of our experience. Whatever you're going through right now, if there's something of the duality that you want to release, if there's something that's making you feel separate from the rest of the world or the rest of yourself, sometimes we can have a divide within us. We can have a battle going on. If you're feeling separate from the divine, whatever that energy is of the 2, right now, let whatever it is come to your mind that you want to have complete and done. And make that commitment. I'm done. I'm going to leave that part of me behind, that duality, and go into the one, the oneness of all. And it's time to open that gateway. It's time for us to step into this portal energy that's so beautiful that it will shift and change what's inside of us. So open the door or the gate and put your left foot forward. We're going to step first with the left. Test the waters. You may not feel anything solid as you step through this portal, and that's okay. Be ready for new. Be ready to know that not everything has to feel solid. It can feel beautiful, light, airy. That's the newness, that's the freshness. So now, bring the rest of you through that portal. Now that you tested it, you see what it feels like. It may be different feeling for each of us. It may be the same. As I'm stepping into this portal, I'm setting my intention that I'm safe because Michael is here, but also I'm exploring. So I want you to explore. I encourage you to do that. Explore what this energy is bringing to you. What do you feel? Is there a shift in maybe the air? Can you breathe easier? Or is there a constriction? What's going on as you go through this portal of energy? And just keep going forward. Keep doing that forward movement, because just like giving birth, there's that push to get the energy out. And then there's the ease as you get through that birth canal. So we are pushing forward and we're seeing what's going to come. That newness, the thing we're going to see for the very first time ever. And let it come to you. What does it look like? What does it feel like? Going through this initial tunnel and coming into an openness, into that void where you've never been before. Just open it up. Let it unfold for you. Just document in your mind this experience, this feeling that you're having right now. The very first time that you experience this portal energy. There may be words that come. There may be images. What's showing up for you? This is your experience. I'm asking Raphael right now to hold each of us as we now are in the portal. And maybe there's some that are trying to find a wall, trying to find something to hold on to. Maybe being just free floating is kind of a different experience and you've never done that before. So you're looking for something familiar. Be okay with not having the familiar. That's the newness. That's the freshness. As you're floating through this portal, are there others floating as well? Can you see that? Can you see their energy? Can you hear them? Can you hear the angels that are right beside of you, helping you with the floating sensation? Can you reach out your hand and see if there's someone that will take your hand? And just like when there's a group of parachuters that are coming down together, floating through the air, reach out your hand. Know that it's safe to take somebody else's hand, and let's all free float together. So as you reach out your hand and you feel somebody else taking it, you might glance over to see who it is, or you just might be happy that there's somebody else there with you. Experience that oneness of all of us doing this together. And know that it's not just us. We're doing this for all of humanity. we're opening this portal today that's all about newness and freshness for this energy to permeate all of our world right now, to help us all to go to that place where there's possibility instead of limits. So as we free float together through this portal, what sensation is coming to you? I'm feeling very emotional doing this. I feel that oneness of all that's here, all that's gathered, all that will gather. See what's happening inside of your heart. See if there's an energy that wants to talk to you, that wants to give you a message, that wants to help you expand beyond what you've ever expanded before. What are you birthing right now? What are you bringing forward for humanity? Take a deep breath in. Release. Now you can either continue to hold that person next to you, or you can let go and drift to wherever this portal is taking you, down to your landing place. It might feel like the ground underneath you, where you are, where you live. Or maybe it's new ground. Maybe this portal took you to a new location, one that you're ready to explore. Wherever it took you is perfect for you. So as your feet touch the ground, look around. Take a moment to take it in. What do you smell? What do you hear? What are you feeling right now in this now moment? Now that you have come through this experience, not alone, but you come through it for your personal growth, for your expansion, for your newness of what's coming to you. So when you're ready, and you feel that ground and you feel the centeredness of being upright again and not just floating through the air, you can open your eyes and rejoin. And let's give some gratitude, especially to Raphael, who was here with us for this experience, and any other angel that happened to join you, any person that held you through this experience. And I would love to hear your experience with this. I'm still very emotional. I still feel that oneness. I feel like every one of you were reaching out your hand, and I was touching every one of you as I was going through that portal and floating with you. So I'd love to hear who would like to share anything at all with your experience. And if you didn't experience anything, that's okay too. It's okay, because sometimes our brain can be an inhibitor and say, this isn't real, what are you thinking? So it's okay, because you're here and it went into your subconscious, and that's where we experience spirit. So who would like to share? Brookie, yay, a little mama.
Oh, that was so wonderful. Thank you. I just think it felt really joyful and playful, and that was my message, to be more joyful and playful. It was really light and floaty for sure. A lot of light pink and blue and white and yellow, and it was awesome. Really fun in here.
It is fun. that's what spirit is, right? It's not this solemn, oh my gosh, I can't smile, I can't laugh. Spirit wants us to have fun. And especially this energy that's so light and beautiful and takes us to new. Brookie, you're getting ready to have new in your life. And this little baby, this little soul that you're going to hold and nourish and be able to look at its face for the very first time ever. So I can just see this right now, what this experience that you went through, really guiding that experience you're about to have. Can you see that?
Yeah, feels
And
like
Dylan.
it. Definitely a part of what I saw landing in the backyard with all the new life and flowers and gardens and Max's little toys and just, yeah, the three of us. It is so beautiful. I'm so excited.
I want to say it's a real pleasure to have this beautiful serendipitous for me. I didn't know there was a 33 portal today, and had some moments of reflection today and some natural alignment with this portal we're going through, just these crossroads. And just to share a little bit, one of the subjects I was thinking about today was the difference between the sympathetic and the parasympathetic immune system, nervous system, and how when our hearts are content and we're focusing our energy on that healing, that the rest unfolds, from there. Really hard to achieve much else if you're coming from that place of the mind, and you can be stressed and then you end up kind of swimming upstream. It's really like you're saying, that somber face, like, oh, I got to do this. And so passing through that portal with a healing heart and just being open to creativity was quite a blessing, and could feel that. Or I forget which angel it was about healing that you'd mentioned besides Raphael and Gabriel. It was oh, that was Raphael. Okay,
Yeah.
so reflecting on Raphael, yeah. So what a great angel to have present during that moment. Yeah, enjoy.
Thank you, Dylan. And thank you, Brookie. Oh, you look so beautiful. You're
Thank
glowing.
you.
Oh, so sweet to have you here. And little Max was with us as well, having this
So nice
experience
to be
going
here.
through the
Oh, yeah,
portal.
little
There
big
he
Max.
is. Yay.
He just keeps kicking and pushing his feet
Oh, yeah.
here. Felt like he was running there for a minute.
I think he liked us doing the floating because that's what he's doing. He's like, oh,
Right.
I'm already doing it, you guys. Come on, join me.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
Thank
you all
you.
for being
Thank you
here.
all.
Love you, Terry.
Love you, Brookie. Love you, Dylan.
Love you too, Terry. Love you, everybody.
Okay, who's next?
Hi.
Kuka.
It's me,
Oh, I don't know who's talking.
Deborah. So I was definitely floating when I opened up that door. I don't exactly know where I was, but it was very bright. And I felt like I was being pulled to two different places, and I just kind of like floated wherever it took me, though. But it was like two different places, and I wasn't quite sure where. But the message was like, even though like it may not be the right door, it's going to lead you to the right door. And like there was no fear and no, just very like free flowing, and a lot of different movements. And I just felt like it was different journeys that I'm going about to go on. Like, and no matter which one I choose to go on first or not, it's all going to be good. Like that was the message.
Beautiful.
So thank you for that.
Thank you for sharing. And I loved what you said, that you had no fear because
Michael was there. with
Yeah.
no fear. And also Sarah was definitely there, like, and showing me, okay, there's no obstacles, and it's all good. And so it was really, but it was like very like flowy, like you said, very light, very flowy, like, and almost just like nowhere in particular, but like different places, if that makes any sense.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it was. So thank you for that.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having this.
Kathleen.
First of all, thank you for that. And the other thing I just wanted to say before I tell you what happened while we were doing this, Maxwell, I have to tell you that you are the smartest little soul that you've picked these two parents. He is going to have a beautiful life. And I thank both of you for saying, come to me, come to me. And he heard you. And so I just wanted to tell you that. He's so special. Anyway, so when I opened the door, I was in a theater, and it was an empty theater, and I was there to rehearse. And I wasn't going down the main aisle, it was going down the side, and it was so much excitement, and nobody was there yet. And when I got on the stage to rehearse, my grandmother was there. And my grandmother she was a singer and a singing teacher, and she used to sing on the radio. And she was there with me saying, this is where you were supposed to be. And I'm going to be here to help you. So don't be nervous. And all of a sudden I wanted to cry. It was amazing that she was there with me, and I know she's supporting me. How that's going to happen, what I'm going to do, I know I'm not going to be singing. That's for sure. But it was just such a beautiful experience of something so new and something beautiful. I mean, I've been in front of people before as a minister, but this was so different. This was more heart, more God. That's the only way I can put it, if that can be more than being a minister. But I don't know it, but I had so much joy just being there and being with my grandma. So thank you so much.
That. I love that she was there for you. And you know what? Never say never.
Yes.
I think you can sing.
I used to, not anymore.
Yeah. The land of possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Thank you, Kathleen, and thank you. I'm so grateful that you are in our world and sharing love and light.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you.
Thank you.
My experience was a little bit different. I opened the door and it was like I walked out into the clouds, into infinity. Of course, I was floating, but all of a sudden, I just felt pins and needles going all up and down my body, and especially in my left knee. It was like lots of little needles. I've never had acne, but it kind of felt like maybe that's what it would feel like if I had it. And that's what I felt through most of it. When I put my hand out, I felt the weight of another hand. And I couldn't tell, who it was. And until we came out of it, that's what I felt, was those pins and needles going up and down. And those pins in my it wasn't unpleasant, but it certainly felt odd, you know. So, but anyway, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Auntie Jean. So beautiful. And yeah, you know, each experience is going to be different. And so I think that for you, that was an opening. You were opening up. And, you know, think about when we grow physically in our bodies, it's not comfortable. We do have the twinges. So I feel like that was opening for you and expansion for you.
Can I go
Yeah.
next?
Yes, hi.
So I saw it. I saw a triangle, and then I saw this green outline, which was the portal, and just bright light. And when you were counting down on number 2, I saw all these colors of the rainbows just shimmering on it. And then I stepped in, and first thing I saw was all these crystals. A lot of them were clear quartz and amethyst. And then I kept walking, and I saw all this money and then I kept walking, and what came to me was more adventures, harmony, awareness. And when I reached out my hand, I felt hands touching me. So they were touching my hands. And when I reached out my hand, it was my mom, but she was like really young, like 12 or 13. And we were just frolicking, in the air. And then when I let go of her, I heard expansion. And then I was the whole universe. And then my third eye started to really buzz, but I saw the whole universe. It was like the message was, I am the universe. Like I was the whole universe. And yeah, that's what I felt. And even afterwards, when I was listening to people talk, I can still feel like touching like my hand. So yeah.
Beautiful. Oh, it's so good to see your beautiful face. Thank you for sharing that.
Hello.
Hey, Charlie.
Thank you. That was beautiful. Yeah. Well, I was in the backyard, and I figured I lit a fire because I figured we needed a fire for the portal. So, but I said I wasn't going to have a fire today, and I wasn't going to have a fire today. So
You had a fire today.
I had a fire today, just like you taught us yesterday about climbing that ladder. Not going to climb it. And I said that today for the ladder. I went out, I got the door groom, and I went out to the store. I said, I'm not going to buy a lotto ticket. I had to get money for the groom or whatever, I needed cash at the beginning of the month. And I'm not going to buy a lotto ticket. I'm not going to buy a lotto ticket. And then they said, I'm not going to win. I'm not going to win. And I bought the number 3, the third ticket. I said, what number is that? And they said 11 and 11. It's number 11. So I said, oh, okay, I'll take that. And of course, I didn't win. I won $75.
See how easy it is?
It's like, oh my God. And then, like I said, I wasn't going to have the fire today. And it wasn't going to burn. All the wood was wet and everything. And hey, Christine kept putting and I had the iPad up on a cardboard thing. And sort of meditation. I didn't even know. She takes the cardboard that's holding up the iPad and puts it in the fire. So the fire was gone. But anyway, I see at the beginning it was purple, different shades of purple. Then as the steps went, it was like a blue and then a green it went to. and then the yellow, and then when I went into the portal, I was seeing a dog, like it looked like a German Shepherd, or like, I don't know if foxes are like German Shepherds, but it looked like a German Shepherd. And then it had a thing with lights on it around the nose, and like, I mean, around the neck, different like white lights around it, and same on the nose. So no, it's really, powerful. Yeah, lots of colors. It's changing all the time. Yeah. But anyway, thank you so much.
Thank you for sharing that, Charlie. Yeah, I saw lots of colors myself, just like this, all of these colors and strings and symbols behind me. I
Yeah, like that. I
going
had the
through that.
purple and the blue
Yeah.
and green. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing.
Okay.
Sharon, anything you want to share, darling? She's unmuted. She might have
Oh.
stepped away for a minute.
Oh, besides the smell, I was smelling the fire when you said it. I can smell. Yeah, I smell the fire. Yeah.
Well, I want to thank all of you for participating and for taking that step out of your comfort zone and into the potential. We have so much unlimited potential. And when we say yes, saying yes to ourselves, and we're saying yes to God to open up whatever it is that's there for us. And just stay in that energy. Make sure you drink lots of water. Anytime you do energy work, there's movement inside of you. So make sure you flush with lots of water today. And keep reaching your hand out. There's always somebody in that portal that just wants to connect. And I feel like there was a lot of connection that was made today as we were doing this work. So keep reaching your hand. I had both my hands out and I could feel you all touching my hands. And I just wanted to go around and touch everybody that was with me. And when I saw the image come in of like the ones that do the selling, the parachuting, where there's a round group of them that all come together, and then they're in that beautiful circle of energy. That's what I felt for all of us here. I just felt like we were so connected in what we were experiencing. So hold that connection, and you can revisit it. I'm going to put this on YouTube, on an unlisted YouTube. So if you have the link, you can watch it. And I encourage you to watch it again. And let's just keep having these beautiful experiences together. Thank you for being here. I love you so much. And so much blessings to each of us in our lives. And we're all waiting patiently for little Maxwell to make his appearance so we can welcome him into our world.
Thank you all. I love you all so much.
Okay.
So much love. Y'all have a great rest of your day wherever you are. For some of us, it's still a little early, so we might choose to get out and about in this beautiful world. Love you so much. Bye, everyone.
Thank you, Terry.
Bye.
Thank you.
Love to everybody.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Love.